Welcome back to SnowRunner, everybody. So as you can probably tell from the length of the video and the thumbnail, this is just a regular episode. Again, I'm just still behind from the holidays. I haven't been able to sit down and get recording and, get myself back on track to uploading every day. And I apologize. It's just kind of how it's been. It'll get better though, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. It may honestly not. I say that. I've got a lot of things happening here in the next month. Yeah, I mean, I might be able to get somewhat back on track for January, but the end of January I'm going on a cruise, so hopefully I can get stuff. Hopefully I'll get myself prepped up to be, kind of ahead so I can have a video every day while I'm gone. But if I can't, then, we may just miss a day or we'll go every other day or something. And then February, I'm going to be starting my new hours my new hours for my job that I have currently. If you're new, I was recently offered a full-time position for the job I do, and what I do is basically like live production, technical stuff. But yeah, so I was offered a full-time position, so 40 hours a week. I work for the actual theater now, not for a contracted sound company that I used to work for. Well, I still technically work for them right now, but it's all good. Like, there's no no animosity between anybody. The company that I technically am employed with currently is still like the sound tech crew for the theater, or the production tech crew for the theater for the most part. These positions specifically, the theater wanted to hire 2 people. One person that's more focused for events, because this theater also has a couple event spaces like a ballroom, another smaller event space, and then they also use the lobby and like the grand staircase as an event space for like people get married on the staircase, stuff like that. So it's an old theater. It's like 100 years old. The lobby is new though. They just they built the lobby and the floors above the lobby in 2018, 2019, so they're relatively new. They finished it like right before COVID happened. I wasn't working there at the time. I had worked there before though, but then I left because I was promoted to a management position at a movie theater that I was also working at the time. And then obviously COVID shut down that movie theater, which I've told that story multiple times. I'm not getting into that again. But anyway, yeah, this theater, I eventually went back after COVID when I needed to pick up some work because I couldn't really find a job. And, I was all still pretty friendly with everyone there. Everyone still knew me. It was a different company that I worked for before, but a lot of the people were still the same. The lady that did all the scheduling was still the same. She was the one that suggested that I come back because she knew I was looking for some work. And then obviously, one of my really good friends, he's the production manager at the theater now, so it's all cool. And I was told about this position, told I should apply by the executive director, who's known me for a while now, and because she knew me back when I worked there, in 2013 through 2017. But yeah, so I wasn't supposed to find out that I had gotten it until after the holidays, but she sent me an email like a couple days before Christmas saying that I was decided, or they were going to give me the position. So it's pretty cool. So that's exciting. But since I'm going on vacation the last week of January, and January is kind of a busy month, the tech schedule is already pretty much all made for January anyways, so it just works out that February 1st is it's just going to be the best time. So that's fine. And like, as I said, there's no real rush because it's not like I'm a full-blown like new employee and they have to like, train me to do all this stuff. Like, I've been working in this building now since I gone back 2 years, but I had worked there previously for like 4 years. So, I know the building and I know a lot about this specific job in general. I have an education in this field. I have I mean, in my opinion, I think I have a relatively impressive resume. I mean, I have a lot of management experience. I used to manage, 40 plus employees at a movie theater. I used to do all the inventory for that movie theater. Every single week, I would count all of the, perishables and food items and order new stuff. I'd count all of the janitorial stuff, order stuff we needed. I did all of that. Didn't have any help. Well, that's not true. I did have a couple of employees that would help me. That were like my, they helped me every week, and they were great. They were awesome. I actually kind of missed them. I haven't seen them in a long time, but. And then at the end of every month, I had to do a full monthly inventory. So I'd have to count everything in the building, no matter what, and inventory it, and then like put it into a thing and calculate our total loss and all that stuff. And I had like one of the best inventories in the company. So I was always really proud of that. And then of course COVID happened, so I never ended up getting the bonus that I would have gotten if I had worked through that whole year as operations manager, which I was promoted to operations manager a month before COVID happened. So that's whatever. I mean, everything happens for a reason. I firmly believe that. So yeah, it's just ended up working out that I got this full-time position at the live, theater that I work at. So that's fun. It's nice. The pay is pretty decent for the job. It's a really very easy job, to be honest. So I can't really complain much there. The main worry we have to figure out is childcare. So, but it shouldn't be too hard. We'll get it figured out. All right, here's another one. We're just gonna keep doing these truck fixing things since we have my 750 here. Let's see what's the best way to go. I guess come back out here and we're gonna go this way. I don't know this map, so I need to mark my way around. There's another truck sitting right there. What truck is that? Oh, that's a Tega. That's right. I can just use that truck too. It's like just mine. It's weird. The game doesn't often just give you trucks like that. It's kind of strange. Okay, so we're gonna go this way. We're gonna go across that bridge. I believe we can cross that bridge. It looks like we can. I mean, I guess there's a chance we can't, but I believe we've gone over it before, so we should be all right. We gotta go up here, and then we gotta go through these weird woods, and we should be able to figure it out from there. All right. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to get back on track in January. I don't know that I will. I'm not gonna promise that I will. Hopefully you stick around, and hopefully you still watch my videos. Hopefully you still find me interesting and entertaining. I, try to be. I'm not the best at that, though, I guess. But I hope you all have had good holidays. I hope you've all, had a good time with your families or whatever. Loved ones, friends, anyone. I hope you got what you wanted. I hope you enjoyed seeing people open the gifts you gave them and them loving them. I know I did. Yeah, so it's been a good year. I think so, at least. I had a lot of things that kind of went right this year, which is kind of a good thing for me, I think. I don't want to say that I was like really struggling, because I wasn't. I mean, yeah, was I definitely, a little depressed and down whenever COVID happened and I lost my job and all that stuff, and I kind of felt worthless. And, there's a lot of times where, like, I think, like, I should have gone to a different college. I should have gotten a degree in something different than I have an education in, because it's kind of hard to find a job with the education that I have. At least in my current position that I'm in. I have 2 young kids. My wife works retail. I mean, she gets paid very, very well for her job. But it's still retail hours. So, like, she works nights and weekends just as much as I do. And, it's hard. Like, it's tough. And to find a job in the entertainment industry that, like, the only other options I would really have would be, like, to go on cruise ships. And when you do those jobs, your contract is for like 3 to 6 months usually. So like you're just on the same cruise ship for 3 to 6 months. It comes back to port. The all the guests get off, the new guests get on, you go right back out. Like you stay on the ship, and you get paid for that amount of time, and then usually you get like a 3 month break off, and then you go back out again on ships. And it's just like, I can't do that with my family. Like that's just, I know there's tons of families out there that do that, especially military families, but like I can't do that. I could not be away from my kids like that. It would be awful. I couldn't be away from my wife like that. Not for that long of a period of time. Oh, I went the total wrong way. Oh no, I didn't. I just need to turn here. But yeah, so it's things like that. And then also like going on tour, like that's just another thing. Tours last even longer sometimes. I mean, Jesus, look at Taylor Swift's tour. Like that tour is over 2 years long. I mean, granted there are breaks worked in, but still, I mean, there's like 6 month long stints where they're just traveling around the world, going to all these venues. And granted, I know Taylor Swift is like that's totally different. I mean, she's so immensely popular and her shows sell out so fast that she has to do tours like that. There's no other way. She never, she just has to. But, it's just things like that. It's just hard. So, like, this is kind of like the ideal job if I want to stay in the field that I have an education in. This is just ideal. It's perfect. It's close to my house. I know everyone really well there. They know me. It's not like I'm walking into a job and it's a whole bunch of new people. Like I know everyone. I've known a lot of them for like 10 plus years. Like, so it's cool. It feel like it kind of, in a sense, fell into my lap, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. And like I said, I'm a very firm believer that everything happens for a reason. It may not happen quickly. Just like I said, I lost my job, a job that I really actually did love a lot. I loved working at that movie theater. I loved everyone I worked with. They were amazing people. I made some of my really good friends from that job. And, it was sad when I lost that job. I won't lie to you. Like the day that I found out that they were shutting down and we weren't reopening, we got like a letter in the mail. That was it. It was probably like, I don't know, maybe like a month into being shut down from COVID, we got letters in the mail. And actually, no, I think it was about 3 months. It was like June or July, and we shut down in March. So like 3 to 4 months. Oh, my youngest is still not sleeping. I'm sorry if you can hear him. I don't think you can, but if you can, I'm sorry. There's not really a whole lot I can do about it. He's just got to go to sleep. He just does this. There we go. Alright, now I gotta tow this. But yeah, so like, it's just, I feel like, I mean, I genuinely feel like things happen for a reason, and it just took, I lost that job because of COVID, and I was meant to get this job. So I don't know, and I think I hear my oldest calling for me now, and I don't know why he would be doing that, because he's not supposed to. We had this conversation already, but hold on a second. I will be right back. Alright, now I don't think it is him. I did end up putting his camera back in his room, because we've been struggling with, like, as I said, I believe I mentioned this in my previous SnowRunner video. He's been like saying he's scared, like he wakes up in the middle of the night and he's scared. And we've taken YouTube away from him at this point, because he can't regulate with his he has an Amazon Fire tablet with like the kids' free time. It's just cheap, it's a cheap tablet. Like it's just kids don't need an iPad. Like I don't, iPads are expensive. They definitely work better, but they're expensive. And I would love for him to have an iPad, because I'm just an Apple guy, but like I just can't justify buying an iPad for a 6-year-old, let alone a 2-year-old. So like I just, they have Amazon tablets. They're cheap and they work for what they use them for. But the problem with it is you can't put YouTube Kids on them, at least into the kids like free time profile. I mean, you can get the app on a Fire tablet easy if you sideload the Google Play Store and then download the YouTube Kids app and do a couple other things, but it works. You can get the app to work on the tablet. That's not a problem. The problem is you can't get it into the kids profile on the Amazon free time thing. So you have to use just like a regular, well, it's not even like a regular YouTube app. It's like a third party like Amazon YouTube like replica app. And you can put it in restricted mode and it does a decent job. Like it blocks most of, the more adult videos for sure, but there definitely is stuff that still gets through. And it's not entirely YouTube's fault for that. It's, people marking their videos as safe for kids when they really probably aren't. And, my son watches a lot of this, Roblox videos and Backrooms videos with, and it's all the same stuff. It's all monsters, like, it's all a bunch of stupid crap, and that's what it is. And he says he's scared, so we took YouTube away from both of them. Neither of them have access to YouTube anymore. Unless they watch it, like, on the PlayStation, on the TV, when we're around, they can watch YouTube there. That's fine. But on their tablets, we took it away, because I'm tired of it. And then, but anyway, he's been doing better, but my mother-in-law, my wife's mom, suggested that if we ask him if he wants us to put his camera back in his room so that like we can see like if he's scared, or like so he knows that like someone's watching or someone can see him in his room. So we did, and he actually did fine last night. And if I look at his camera right now, I mean, it looks like he's passed out, so it definitely wasn't him. My youngest is definitely not asleep though, and he's making noise, so that's what I heard for sure. But I yelled at him. Well, I didn't yell at him, but I talked through his camera in his room and told him he needs to cover himself up and lay down, and he did listen. He covered himself up and laid down, but I can still see his eyes open, so. Because, I have like it's just like an IP camera basically, but it's got like infrared, so it's got those like crazy demon looking glowing eyes. If you've ever seen eyes in night vision, or infrared night vision, that's what they look like. Man, I definitely have just rambled this episode. I guess that's what I always do, though. Typically, if I find something to talk about and I just ramble about it forever and ever, at least it works. But back to what I was saying about the job. I definitely do believe that things happen for a reason, and that's not to say that I'm, and this may be a touchy subject for some, and if it is, I hope it doesn't change your opinion of me, or, I hope you don't think it changes my opinion of you, or, other people that really practice religion. But I'm not a super religious person. I definitely believe in something, and, I believe there is something after death, but aside from that, I'm not super religious. So, like, when I say, I believe everything happens for a reason, I definitely do believe that, like, there's something out there looking out over for you and trying to push positive things your way. But I don't necessarily know that it's like God doing that, if that makes sense. I just mean, like, there could be someone out there that you've, and like, that's another thing too. I'm not super convinced like that, I believe in spirits or like paranormal or ghosts or anything like that. And I do enjoy watching that stuff. Like Sam and Colby is like one of my favorite channels. I've followed them for a very long time, like even before they did their switch from urban exploration to strictly ghost hunting because they got arrested. But like, I used to watch them before that. I never actually watched them when they were on Vine, because Vine is where they really gained their popularity, and then obviously Vine shut down, and then they pivoted to YouTube and grew their channel back up on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know. I've followed Sam and Colby for a long time, and I don't think they fake anything that they're doing, but I do think that they are overreacting a lot of the times, if that makes sense, or overacting, if even that. But again, I don't mean that to sound like I'm saying they're faking this stuff, but I think that like a lot of the times, just because someone hears like a pop or like a crack in a house, especially an old house, you just instantly think it's like a ghost or something, and it's like old houses crack and pop. It's just what they do, you know. Nails pop. It's what they do. I mean, I live in an old house. It's, you know, probably 50, almost 60 years old, and the house, you know, cracks and pops sometimes. It's just what it does. It's an old house. So like I just feel like, you know, it's just coincidental a lot of times when they'll like say something like, you know, if this is you, whatever, make a knock, and like you hear a knock, but it's just like it could have been anything, you know. Like I've never been in a situation where I've, you know, felt that it was, you know, an ethereal being or something. Like I've always, it's always just been, you know, I watch the videos and I'm just like, it could be, I guess, but I don't know. All right, that just needs one service spare parts. I could literally get that with this truck. So let's just, am I at the garage? No. But let's just recover. Because why not? Oh my god, my youngest is just driving me nuts. He just needs to go to bed. Alright, we need to go just get a little trailer and then we'll pick up those and then deliver. It's really close, so. Although I guess I could just get out the 605R for this. Yeah, let's just get out the big truck. Oh, it's actually got... Where is it? Yeah, save time. We're just gonna... Just saves us time. Because we don't have a whole lot of time left. About 10 minutes or so. Youngest is, he was pulling on his curtains in his room. I don't know what he's doing. Drives me crazy. He is like the cutest little kid, but he drives me insane. Oh man, I forgot about the Mac. I'm kind of tempted to try it out. Fuel miser. I don't care about drinking fuel unless it just like drinks fuel, then I'll change it. Off-road, fine-tune. We'll stick with multi-purpose. I don't know what the best is for it. Guess we'll go raised. Ooh, I forgot about these. Mud tires. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with these. I don't know. I could look it up, but I'm not that concerned about it. You always go with advanced. That on. I know this isn't exactly, you know, the most exciting thing, but I just wanted to... See, I don't really care much about changing the exhaust because I hate the exhaust anyway. I think it just blocks all your visual sight or whatever. Actually, if I could find a color, there we go. It kind of matches the bed. That's a little closer, I think. Alright, let's see how this thing goes. I haven't used it yet, so we're going to use it. Oh, it needs two. Okay, and the thing we're going to is right there. Wait, that's not the one I was going to do. It's this one. Yeah, it does just need one. The other one needs two, though, so we'll go do that one, too. We should be able to get that one done in this episode. Can you raise this axle up? No, she can't. I do like this truck. Seems nice though, dude. I'm not against it. I actually kind of think it's better than the Kenworth. I already like the speed of it. It feels good. I say that and I get freaking eye-centered. That's hilarious. I'm like, yeah, this thing feels really good, and then I try to go over this and just get absolutely high-centered on it. That's so funny. Alright. What else? Yeah, we need to go pick up another service spare parts and we'll go do that tower for scrap. And then that'll probably do it. I don't think we're going to have any time for anything else. This is honestly going to take a little longer than I'd like it to. I do like this truck though. It may not be best for like, you know, doing like cargo runs. I think my 605R is going to be best for that. But it's good for, it might be good for something else, you know. I don't know, we'll have to see. This shouldn't take too long to get up here though. As long as we don't have any trouble. Like again, I'm taking a risk driving this truck because I don't really know this map very well. And considering this is like a vanilla truck, you know, it could be a difficult drive, but it seems to be doing just fine, so I'm not too concerned. Yeah, that just trucked through that, no problem. That was amazing. I really do like this truck a lot. Tomorrow's gonna be fun. I'm going to my parents' house, having a big party for New Year's. We're looking forward to that. Whole family's gonna be there. Brother, sister, spouses, all the grandkids. It's gonna be a fun time. My aunt and uncle should be there too. One of my aunt and uncles. Well, I only have... My mom doesn't technically have any siblings. Oh, I thought I was gonna flip there. And then my dad has 2 brothers, but his middle brother and his wife are coming, but I don't... His youngest brother and his wife are definitely not coming, which that's fine. And I don't think any of my cousins are coming, like any of their kids. I don't think any of them are coming. They might though, who knows. One of my really good friends is getting married tomorrow, finally. He's in the army, and he's been deployed so many times. He's been with his mother of his children. He has 2 children with her for longer than I've been with my wife, even including the time we were dating. We've been married for 8 years. We've been together for almost 11 years. This January 13th will be 11 years that we've been together. But he's been with her even longer than that. And like he has 2 kids with her, and every time he gets deployed he has to go through all this crap to like prove that his kids are his kids, and like it's just crazy, man. Like I'm telling him, like, I know you want to have like a wedding and you don't really have the money to afford that right now, but like just get married so that she legally has the rights to all of your benefits for being in the military. Like it just doesn't make sense, dude. Like you're withholding benefits that she could have. It's silly. So they're finally doing it. He's getting deployed actually right after New Year's, but he's finally doing it. So he's getting married tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to swing over and, you know, congratulate them because they live in the same town my parents do. So I should just be able to swing over, say hey to them, congratulate them, and then run back over to my parents' house. I mean, he only lives, what, 5-10 minutes away from my parents, so it'd be quick. Just go see him, hang out for like an hour, and go back. I don't know if my wife will come with me or not. She might. I can just leave my kids at my parents' house though. And just be like, hey, we're gonna run over to Matt's. We'll be right back. My friend's name's Matt, I guess. That's fine to know. My name's Adam, if you didn't know what my name was. My name is Adam. My screen, like my username is Azaradon, which is just a name I made up a long time ago. Playing RuneScape and kind of stuck. I use it for almost everything, so it's the only reason I have it. I've had people ask me if I'm from like the country Azerbaijan, and I'm like, nope, 100% American. Yeah, but it's funny the amount of times I've actually been asked that. Like I've gotten messages on PlayStation, which is strange to me, but I get the reason to ask. So it's not like I you know, I don't understand why people are asking me that. All right, so abandoned oil tank I need a saddle for. Let's check before we end the episode. All right, there's abandoned oil tank. Tower for the fish farm. Support local businesses. Okay, where are those? There's the contest, which I haven't done yet either. That's abandoned oil tank. Fisher's store? What is that? It's a building. Oh, we'll have to check that out. It's got the thing, like the task icon. I don't know. We'll have to find that one. Sometimes they're like, it's not obvious. I need to get rid of that tag. That tag is annoying me. Sometimes it's just not obvious, like that it's a, I'm just going to sell it because I already have a tag. That's not what I wanted. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure out where that is. I do need to do the contest as well. Is there just one contest here, or is there two? There's two. Alright, so we got to do the task. I like to finish all the tasks and contests first if I can. And then we'll just have the contracts to do, which we don't really have a whole lot left. Like, this region's going to be done soon. Because that's done. We've only got 4 there, and then 3 here, and then whatever tasks. So yeah, we're almost done with this region, so that's cool. I'm excited to get on to Scandinavia. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I will catch you in the next episode. Have a good one.